high level understanding is I am the frontline account manager, but there's overlay account managers for different product, like product experts that we bring in, or whether it's engineers or product experts or engineers in different in software, hardware, whatever, we bring them in, and once we understand what the customer is looking for, we bring it in for demos. So yes, we do a lot of demos for our products, especially the software products.
And you're collaborating with the sales teams and all the engineering teams to prepare these demos, right?
Yes,
Prepare
sales,
account strategies
engineering,
and
product
plans.
development, all the way up to the CIO's office, the CTO's office.
Okay. Okay. And, what are sort of some of the long-term impacts of, conducting these product demos? Were you able to garner clients this way, or were you able
Oh,
to
absolutely, yeah.
improve business
It's
development?
exposure. Yeah, it's exposure of our products to customers who don't know that, hey, I didn't even know Motorola had this software. Okay, well, now you know. Understanding what they're looking for. Also, the good thing that we have is that we are so dominant in one area that our company has kind of grown to create this suite of products that we can leverage our existing relationships and technology and create these connections between the different products to create an end-to-end solution for our customer, right? So we would bring in these people and say, hey, you already have this, but how about this? And these pieces of technology can talk to each other. And it sounds very simple, but in public safety, they're so resistant to change that it's important that when you bring them in, you can say, hey, this can make you do your jobs more efficiently, much better if these products are able to talk to each other. So, and you only have to deal with a single vendor for that, as opposed to dealing with different vendors and them pointing fingers at each other. So stuff like that. It's using existing relationship products that the customer has and leveraging that to bring in to sell other products.
So you were able to do this. You're able to do this in your current position, right?
Oh
But
yeah,
also in
absolutely.
the
That's what I do in
post-sale
my current
engineering
position.
manager. Okay, so in the post-sale engineering manager position, did you do any of that as well? The product demos?
We didn't do demos as much because we were more on the implementation side. There were other teams who would do that. So not as much on the manager, the position that I was in, not demos per se. We would
Okay.
support the teams that would come in, but not. Let me think about this. I mean, we did do a lot of presentations and a lot of. We would bring in people for demos, but not conduct the demos ourselves.
So what type of presentations did you do during this role?
Oh, the engineering manager position?
Yeah.
Well, it's mostly my team that was doing the presentations, right?
Okay. Yep.
Because they were more engaged with their customers. But we talked about like an upgrade before, like a network infrastructure upgrade. Well, obviously,
Yeah.
when there is a change, there has to be, customers have to understand what the changes are, right? So that's what we call impact trainings, where you would come in and educate the customer on what the changes are, what they would be seeing, what new features they're getting, what optional features there are for increasing sales for the sales team. Because if there's a feature that they like that's coming with the next upgrade, well, they can say, okay, well, let's engage the sales team and see if we can, get that feature for our department. So stuff like that.
And I mean, in terms of sales, how did it impact sales directly? Were these customers, I mean, was it able to generate buy-in of these services, or, I guess the enhancements that you guys have done on some of these these products, or were these pretty much like technical sort of trainings, like, hey, these are the updates that we have conducted, and this is what you need to know in order to keep using this, system or
No,
the
it's
software?
some of it is technical, but a lot of it is feature enhancements, right? So if there's new features
Mm-hmm.
coming in, uh, and a lot of these features are optional, right? So they don't, you know, they don't get everything as part of the upgrade. Some of this has to be purchased. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, so
Okay,
you're
so it was a revenue
constantly,
stream
yeah,
as
oh yeah,
well. It was
absolutely.
a
It's a revenue stream. It's a new
mm-hmm.
revenue stream for the
Mm-hmm.
company.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And how many customers were you working with in this specific
Oh,
role?
yeah, I mean, I had engineers in 6 states and El Paso County, so I don't even know how to add up.
Wonder.
Yeah,
Okay,
because I
that's
mean, just in
totally
Arizona,
fine.
we have, you know, I mean, every local agency is a customer, right? Every police department is a customer. uh,
Mm-hmm.
the size varies, um, but I mean, like you're in California. Are you in California?
Yeah, I'm in California.
Yeah, I mean, we have another, like we have a different California is a different territory for us, but just think of it as every police agency, every big like California Highway Patrol, CHP, or Riverside County or LAPD. All of those are our customers. They just work in a different territory. They're handled
Mm-hmm.
by different people. Um,
Mm-hmm.
but I mean, any public safety agency is a customer of ours. If they have our products, which a lot of them do, like I said. So there's always an opportunity to support them with the existing products or bring in new products. It's a
Mm-hmm.
great market because it's when you have as much market share as we do, we can, we have these other products now that we can sell to them and keep growing the pie.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah,
So I I don't
it's
know how I
also like
can
you have competitive
identify.
advantage.
What was that?
Oh, I was just saying it's also like having competitive advantage if you own the market, the majority of the market, then you're able to, sort of sell some services um
Right,
better than others. Yeah.
right, exactly. And
Okay,
then
so
yeah,
mhm. Sorry, I just wanted
it's hard
to
to quantify
wrap
the
up this
number of customers.
position.
I can tell you that. I mean, I can give you some of the big ones. All of these all of these
Hmm.
agencies, all of these states have big, like the city of Denver, or the
Hmm.
city of Salt Lake, or Las Vegas Metro. Massive customers. We do millions of business with them every year. So
Hmm.
uh, it's yeah, hard to
Okay, I can definitely
quantify.
mention that. Yeah, I can definitely mention that. So I'm just gonna go through your bullets here so we can just wrap up this position really quickly. You mentioned that you helped in the expansion of SUA managed services and new orders. So can you tell me a little bit more about this?
Yeah. So okay, let me think. Yeah. SUAs is the network infrastructure upgrades. That's what an SUA is essentially.
Oh, okay.
I should be more specific there, but I think my uh, resume was for a previous position. So yeah, so
Hmm.
so kind of just helping. Like I said, it all comes back to service delivery, right? So if my team does a good job of coming in and in delivering the project the way it is, it just helps the
Hmm.
case for growing our role, growing my company's role, growing the service delivery management role. Um,
Hmm.
so that's how we help expand from the engineering side. That's how we help expand, the business there. Same thing with
Hmm.
managed services, because we have the experts, in as engineers on the team. When you bring them in, the customer, there is a feeling of, I guess, the customers know that we have the right people engaged to get,
Hmm.
if there's any problems resolved. So just through our partnership and through our relationships, we help the sales teams, create, you know projects in a pipeline. Nothing happens in a vacuum, right? So everything is,
Hmm.
because a team does a good job, we have opportunities for another team, right? So stuff like that.
Hmm. So is there a way you can quantify how much you were able to sort of,
Oh,
I guess, increase sales revenue under this position? Are there any sales metrics or accomplishments
Mm,
that you can provide me for this role?
I don't know if I have any, honestly, because I don't know if we
Mhm.
track that level of, uh, especially in my role. If
Mhm.
I was the pre-sale engineering manager, there would be some of that.
Mhm.